What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it's Philly the podcast. I didn't really want to wait on that whole, the whole thing. I ain't even gonna lie. I got impatient, man. I'm just gonna be out here for a little while. But Jaylon Smith has been released. The Cowboys have released Jaylon Smith. I was just on with Panther Nation podcast, and somebody put it in the comments. So I wanted to talk about it real quick, man. I know a lot of Eagles fans are gonna hop right on the wave, and they're going to say Howie needs to go get him. So, check game. Maybe if he clears waivers, maybe we can go look at him. Maybe. But realistically, there's a reason why he's cut. But what's going on, Jadis? What's going on, Big Moose? Philly girl in the building saying don't want him here. Just saying. I agree with you. I mean, we're going to see the Cowboys fans, because we got Cowboys fans that come through to show their hatred. But Ant Play's already saying let's go. We getting rid of that bum Jaylon Smith. Got to get Jaylon Smith, Howie no-brained. If we get him on waivers, we have to pay that contract. Someone tell me if I'm wrong about that. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I'm not paying that contract. So if he clears waivers and he's going to be a cheap signing, maybe it's a low risk, high reward type situation. Coming to the team that just gave up on you, you're coming to their rival. Maybe he gets a little bit something out of that, but I don't know. Christopher Terrell says he's slow as F. Please pick him up, because Zeke will run for 250 week 17 with him missing every gap he's supposed to fill. We're already dealing with that. So the Eagles have to decide now, is he worse? Is he worse than what we have, or is he better than what we have? I guess is the right question. But I'm all right on him, if I'm being 100%. Our linebackers are sorry as F, can't cover or stop the run. Realistically, Jaylon Smith can't either. So, I mean, we're just adding another guy that can't really do it. Like I said, if it's a low-risk type deal, like if we're going to get him for mad cheap, we'll see what happens. Miles is going to ask for a trade. Howie doesn't want to pay him, and he has to be instructing Nick to not give him carries. If he is, I mean, I think Howie needs to get the heck out of here, because especially if has that much of a say, man, if he's ruining this team like that, he definitely got to go. Javon Pettigrew says, just get ready for the Panthers. I think we're going to take a dub, man. I really do. I really do. After talking to my guys, Rashad and Dave over there on Panther Nation podcast, I think we can take advantage of the injuries y'all got. I think we can take advantage of y'all offensive line. So I think it's going to be a real good game. Hell, I'd take Jamie Collins too. Let's be real. He ain't going to be an Eagle. I don't want Jaylon. I don't want Jamie Collins either, if I'm being 100% honest. If we're going to go get a linebacker, especially one that's not going to be great, go get a young guy. There's a guy that I'm looking at, Dennis Gardeck, that I've been looking at since last year. He is not getting any PT out there in Arizona because they have an embarrassment of riches at the linebacker position, I guess. But he last year had 7, I think, sacks and like 90 snaps. Like, he was going crazy, and he got 2 of those against the Philadelphia Eagles. I was actually going to do like a little video talking about those 2 sacks and showing what he can do. But Dennis Gardeck is a small dude. He's, I think, 27 now, doesn't really have much tread on his tire as a starter. And like I said, he did something crazy yesterday. I mean, not crazy, but he did very well last year when called upon. So what's going on, Carlos? What's going on, Ryan Rowe? I see y'all. What's going on? Everybody be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to 3K. Let's get to 3K. Ohana Means Family says, is it an instant sign? I don't think so, especially off waivers. So, like I said, please correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding of the waiver wire is that you would have to pick up the contract of the player that you sign on the waiver claim. So if that's the case, I'm not picking him up. Parsons is our new linebacker. Parsons is a dog. Eagles won't get him. We never get a guy the fans want. I don't know if y'all really want him right now. Craig Calloway, what's good, my guy? What's going on? I'm not on my YouTube right now. I'm on OBS right now, so I got to figure out how to give you a wrench. But I got you. We'll figure this out. Why do you think Dallas released him? Because he's not good. He's just not good right now. He hasn't, they gave him a contract thinking that, his injuries were the issue and that they would, they got a deal. They thought they got a deal at the time. He just hasn't played up to his potential. A lot of injuries. Look, there's a lot of Cowboys fans in this chat, I'm sure. So you guys let them know. I mean, it is what it is. Carlos says, y'all sure y'all want Jaylon? And Play says, trust you, I don't want him. What's going on, Eagles Slayer? He says, wow, this is a surprise. I wouldn't say it's a surprise. I think that the writing was on the wall once you got a guy like Micah Parsons, to be honest. Jags get first chance to get him. I don't think anybody's going to pay that contract. If the Jags pick up Jaylon Smith, then maybe they want to give up on Miles Jack. Because realistically, it doesn't make sense to have 2 high-paid guys like that. 2018 was his only good season. He'd been doing good this year. That's not what I've been hearing. Andrew Luck in the building. Why not? Dink Burrito says, why not? Brother, he just hasn't lived up to who he is. He's getting a lot of money. For I guess it's not the biggest bag in the world, but he's getting a lot of money for the non-production that he's putting out there. I wouldn't hate the signing if he's cheap. I agree. I mean, like I said, if it's a low risk, high reward type of thing, I'm cool with it. Why does it hurt? What does it hurt? No, I mean, like I said, if it's my whole thing is if you get, and I want to make sure I want to make sure I'm right about this because my impression, like I said, is if you sign someone off the waivers, you take on that contract, and I'm not willing to take on his contract. No, Jaylon would be a great fit. Dallas interior line couldn't keep him clean. Yeah. That's one way to look at it. That's definitely one way to look at it. I'm hearing a lot of people saying he couldn't fill his gaps. He was missing tackles. And that sounds a lot like what we have. Real talk, if Howie trades Miles or Hurts, I will lose my mind. How do we know Howie is making all Sirianni's decisions? We don't know. Zach Cunningham been screaming it to the top of the rooftop since the preseason. He's expensive too. I think he's like one of the top 5 paid linebackers this year, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. I hope he goes to an NFC East team. I'm sure you do. I think Miles is expendable. Craig, I got you, man. I got you. I don't know what you wanted so bad for, but I got you, bro. Who's hold on. Craig Calloway, he looked like he an Eagles fan. All right, Craig, you good, bro? You good? I got you. What's good, AK Eagles? Hey, yo, AK Eagles, we got to talk, man. We got to talk. It's been a grip. I got to get you on here, man. We got to talk. He's not waiver eligible. Okay, thank you. I'm glad somebody cleared that up. Please, no more ex-Cowboys. Joe make a video on film just this year, and that will change everyone in here mind. On Jaylon, all right, I'll look into Jaylon. I mean, I really don't want him. I probably won't do it unless we get him, to be 100% honest. I really don't want him. Oh, shout out to my guy TJ, man, with the $5 super chat. He says, LOL, tell me why dude got released while he wore the C last game and pumps on the team pregame. Bro, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, I do not want him, man. I do not want him, man. Sorry to say Derek Gunn is calling out Fletcher badly. He's not calling him out badly. He said yesterday that he was in the witness protection program. That's not calling him out badly. That's saying that he was nowhere to be found yesterday. It's true. We need to run the damn ball too. I agree. 100%. 110%. The reason why he got caught out of position is because the D tackles are in his lap. It forces him to pick a side. Okay. That's big. That's big. That's a good take, because we've said this with Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox is trying to do too much right now because our linebackers can't fill gaps. So look, if he can be that guy, then maybe all right. Yo, Philly, why Travis Fulgham not activated and JJ is playing? I wish I knew the answer to that question, man. I wish I knew the answer to that question. I really do. Jaylon can tell us the Cowboys secret. I can tell you the Cowboys secret. They got a nasty offense. That's what, and they drafted every defensive position thinkable last year. But LVE is doing just fine, filling his gaps. Yeah, Wilson is just like that. To be honest, I'd rather go for Jack from Jack. I would love to get Miles Jack. Cox and Neal will take his spot, and Cox has potential. Jabril Cox definitely has potential, and Keanu Neal was, I believe, your best graded linebacker throughout the first 3 weeks until you guys went against us. Obviously, he didn't play against us, but Smith is good for QB spies, and that's it. He's fast but can't read a defense or offense. I'm assuming you mean. Jaylon might be an Orlando scan trick. Eagles 1-16. Darren, well, I give Darren Lewis this, man. He is always in here with that smoke. Every video I post, he got something to say about the Cowboys. Mad respect to that. I don't know who expected Cox to be a beast forever. It happens. I mean, I don't think he's trash. I think people are overdoing it a bit. And for sure, Joe, let me know what time day I'll be there. Yeah, I'm going to holler at you. Fletcher Cox definitely is double teamed a lot. I don't know if it's time for him to retire. I don't know about all that. I think he's still got a good 2 or 3. Like, Fletcher Cox isn't the Fletcher Cox of 2 or 3 years ago, but he's still a very good defensive tackle, in my opinion, at least. Neal is hurt right now, but he's been good when he plays. Yeah, I heard he was doing his damn thing, so I ain't hating. I won't be surprised if Jaylon is flipping patties in the next 2 weeks. You can't tell me Davion Taylor is worse. I've been saying that. I don't know why Davion Taylor is not getting no play. I said this in the show that I was just on. Shout out to my guys over there at Panther Nation Podcast. I'm going to be putting it on my channel soon, but definitely go check it out. It's in the community post if you guys, got an hour and want to go check that out. But I said over there, what was I talking about now? Oh, Davion Taylor. But I said over there, if Davion Taylor ends up in the starting lineup this week, I'll feel way better than I do right now. You know what I'm saying? Neal is always hurt. Yeah, he kind of is. Smith will be amazing depth. Bring on Jaylon Smith, and he's back now. Taylor is always hurt, too. Taylor is always hurt. Look, like I said, I don't know. Jaylon Smith, I'm not paying him a big contract, so I guess it depends on what he's asking for. Neal isn't hurt. He has COVID. Okay. Neal and Cox will take his place quite well. You messing me up with that. I read what I see. You know what I'm saying? You got to write it correctly. But you guys have linebackers, which is crazy. But we'll see what happens. 2019, he wasn't on the COVID list in 2019. Yeah, now didn't he get injured last year too? Isn't that why they got rid of him? Isn't he just keeps on getting injured? I mean, it is what it is. They got a lot of linebackers right now that are playing better than ours. So, I mean, yeah, 10 years is a long time, but you got to look at the player on the field, Philly girl. I think he still is productive. Look, a lot of people look at it and be like, he hasn't gotten a sack, he hasn't gotten this, but you got to look beyond the numbers and look at what he's doing out there. I think that he still gives this defense something. But I definitely agree with you. It's probably close to that time. It's close to that time that he starts looking at it in the offseason. Number 11, you good, Matthew. Number 11 is our new linebacker, and that just hurts. That just hurts, man. Just to see my guy, Micah Parsons. It just hurts, man. It just hurts. Shout out to Penn State, though. We doing our thing this year. We drafted you guys drafted a lot of defense. Why is my whole feed right now a bunch of Cowboys fans? So Fletcher Cox has 3 games with no tackles. He does. Jaylon hasn't been injured since he recovered from college injury. Really, I thought Jaylon was out last year. I could have sworn he was out for a while last year. Carlos, he's gonna play the edge though. Nah, I don't think Micah Parsons is gonna play the edge. I don't know y'all team like that, but from what I'm hearing, from what I'm seeing, I think they just like that he has that, versatility. But he's not really a guy that I think is gonna be a edge rusher. I mean, ask Rome. Rome, do you think Micah Parsons is going to stay on that edge? I don't necessarily think he is. And I hope Jaylon Smith is not a future Eagle. Unless it's mad cheap. If it's mad cheap, then I'm with it. I mean, it can't be much worse if I'm being 100% honest. Smith is a better linebacker than any of ours, in my opinion. How we get his agent on the phone. It's all about the price, Shine. I agree with you to a certain extent, but it's all about the price. I'm not paying him a crazy bag. And I'm not paying him near what he got from the Cowboys. Oh, Penn State looking good, Carlos. Penn State looking good. We looking good, baby. We looking good, baby. You know what I'm saying? We undefeated right now. We going against Iowa Saturday, I think it is. And they're number 3. We're number 4. I'm not really sure how they're number 3. They leapfrogged us. We stood at number 4. They went to number 3. But it is what it is. We won 24-0 and somehow just stood at number 4 and people leapfrogging us. But I guess it is what it is. Cowboys fans can't mind their own business. Nah, he wasn't out. He just didn't do anything. Okay, my fault. Cox is getting doubled and triple teamed, though. He definitely is. Get him, Eagles. It's all about the price, man. It's all about the price. Jaylon played 90% of defensive snaps last year. I definitely don't want him. I thought he was hurt. Yo, 20 people, only 7 likes. Yeah, get that up. We got 33 people in the stream right now. Or at least on YouTube, so definitely get them up. I'm still upset that we drafted Rager. His route running is terrible. He's a good return man. That's it. He impacts the game still. Nah, Parsons will remain a chess piece. We will keep moving him. I can see that. What's going on, John Parker? Can we pick him up? We can pick him up. I don't know if it's necessarily the smartest move. Nah, it was because Gregory was out. Okay. Fletcher Cox might be able to... Fletcher Cox might be able to... probably have to play... Yeah, I can't read that. Parsons is a linebacker with rush ability. I could take that. And we had Skywalker on here. We had Skywalker with Rome and Tuck, and Skywalker says something that, I thought was kind of funny, but it's true. He was like that he doesn't really have pass rush moves. He just gets off the ball. So, maybe he starts developing some stuff and they put him more on the line, but I don't think y'all will get him cheap. We owe him like 7 or 9 even after us cutting him. If it's cheap, bro, if we can get him for like 3-4 mil, I ain't against it. At all. You get him for like a 1-year deal, 3 or 4 mil, and if he balls out, then we can talk in the off season. But I'm not paying him no big money, man. Until D-Law gets healthy, he'll play edge a lot. Maybe. Cowboys owe him 7 mil, so he might settle for a cheap deal, to be honest. Can we get Jaylon? We can get him. We'll see how much it is. Penn State has the most boring jerseys ever. They really do. My high school actually had the exact same. We can pick him up, but we won't. We probably won't. Davion is a project linebacker. He is too raw and is going to take a long time to develop, and he has a lingering injury problem. So the injury that he has is obviously to his calf. The last week he didn't play, or not last week, the week before that he didn't play because scar tissue built up. Last week, obviously, he was playing sparingly, a little bit limited. I think that he's ready. Every time that he's on the field, he makes a play. So I think the boy is ready. Go give him a shot, man. Jaylon Smith is literally the reason why our run defense was so bad last year. Good luck. I don't want him, but it is what it is. The move comes as a surprise since Smith has not missed a game in his career, and the Cowboys are on the hook for his 7.2. Yeah, hey, good. Now they got some dead money too. I love the simple look. You like all the new little layout? We trying different things. We're gonna stick to something pretty soon. Will Jaylon get signed? I don't think we'll sign him. I'm sure somebody's gonna take a waiver on him, but I don't think we'll sign him. He had a sack against Carolina. All right, well then bring him on in. Bring him on in for one game. Screw it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Greek Warrior, let him develop on the field. Exactly, I agree. Is your name Marcus too? Dan Quinn is teaching him rush moves, and it's scary how good he is already. Dan Quinn almost gave up another lead yesterday or Sunday. When Taylor is on the field, he does all right. He does. He has that speed side to sideline, and he's been making plays. So how long till he gets signed? I would be surprised if it goes past this week, to be real, especially if he's taking a cheap deal. Philly, you like Jimmy G in an Eagles jersey. Lance got that job. We might can trade for him. I mean, if Jimmy G's a Eagles fan and he wants to wear a jersey, that's cool. But nah, I'm not trading for Garoppolo. If we're trading for a quarterback, you go get a young guy. If we're trading for a quarterback, you go get an elite player. And honestly, Jimmy Garoppolo just isn't that guy. He will go to y'all out of spite, but y'all can have him. Hey, if he comes to us out of spite and then he's like, listen, we gonna smoke these Cowboys because now I'm mad. He feels slighted. I would take that. I would take that in a minute, man. I would take that in a minute. Shout out to everybody in here, man. We got 40 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is kind of impromptu, so I appreciate everybody coming through. Jaylon Smith to the Chargers. That would be interesting. Did the Cowboys pick up Corey Clement? I believe they did. You live, Castro. You everywhere, man. Yay! Shout out to you, Drew. I appreciate you coming on over to that live. That was a lot of fun, man. Their shade of blue looks cool to me. I'm a bit uniform guy. I'm assuming you mean big uniform guy. Yeah, I mean I like it. It's simple, but it's classic. It's classic. They scored those late TDs is because they took Diggs out. Yeah, I mean it is what it is. The Panthers, I think, I don't want to say exposed, but I think that I feel a lot more confident in our team going against them now. I don't think that they were who we thought they were in the first 3 weeks. Cowboys didn't need him. They have enough linebackers. Doubt he comes to Philly. I can see that. What's going on, Nina? How you doing? I wouldn't trade for him, but if he's available. Jimmy G, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Zeke will truck Jaylon. Please no more ex-Cowboys. That's kind of where I'm at, man. Like I said, it's all about the paycheck. If we're not paying him that much, I'm not too far against that. I mean, it is what it is. If low risk, high reward. That's the only way I will be okay with this. If it's a low risk, high reward. That's the only way I'm going to be cool with this. I just don't think we'll be smart enough to do that. Don't forget to like the video. Yes, sir. What's going on, Dirty Kenzer? Is that Murph? What's going on? I appreciate you. Yeah, I had to go to their stream and represent. They were feeling themselves. They definitely were. But I like that they was talking junk about the Cowboys. That's always nice. Through 3 quarters, Dallas dominated. Y'all definitely did. Y'all whooped their tail. We need any linebackers right now. I agree with you, but we just can't give up too much, man. I'm not trying to give up too much money. Eagles need a black head coach, black power. Wish we had a defensive coach. I'll take Eric Bieniemy. I know he's not a defensive coach, but I'll take Eric Bieniemy. If he's looking for a job next year, let's go. Drew, I will say one thing. Our franchise is never going to get a defensive guy. They're just not. Just like they're probably never going to get a run-first guy. They're just not built like that's not what they want. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I agree with you. I would love to get a defensive coach. Oh, God, Aaron, I was with you on Jimmy G, but come on now. What'd he say? Oh, I mean, I don't care what kind of coach we got. You're the one and only. Salute. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Murph? Nah, Dank, I'm just talking. They released him a free agent. Yeah, so they said that I guess he can't be on the waiver wire, I guess, from, how long he's been in the league, which, fine. All right, if we can go get him for cheap, I'm with it. That's my biggest thing. If we can get him for cheap, I'm with it. Damn, I have OBS now, so if I press like spacebar, it just automatically goes live stream. So if y'all see a random live stream that I'm not on, it's because I messed up. I miss Jimmy Johnson. Rest in peace to the GOAT. I definitely miss him, man. They released me a free agent. Okay, we need to fire Burger Man Mike McCarthy and make Kellen Moore our head coach. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Kellen Moore, to be honest. He might be having a job pretty damn soon. Oh, that's cool. It tells you right down there. But yeah, I mean, realistically, I'm not one to say I want Jaylon Smith. I think that we need to see what we have on this team. I'm more of the crowd that wants to give Davion Taylor a shot, that wants to give Sean Bradley a shot. I'm more on that wave. You know what I'm saying? I'm more on that train of thought. Let's give these young boys a chance. And then if, we haven't even seen what we have. We know that Eric Wilson ain't doing much. We know that, Jannard Avery ain't giving us much. So give these young boys a little shot, man. That's where I'm at. I got you with the fake streak. I didn't mean to. What do you think the biggest Eagles need on defense? If we're talking about right now, linebackers. But if we're talking about in the offseason, I'm thinking we really need to get at least one good, future cornerback. Because I don't know what's going to happen with Darius Slay, and I have no idea what's going to happen with Steven Nelson. And after that, Zach McPherson, I guess, maybe I don't want to see Avonte Maddox go back to the outside. So I would say linebacker right now, then cornerback, and then defensive line. I know probably people are kind of surprised by that, but, we are talking about these guys. They are getting older. So defensive line is slowly becoming a concern as well. I would take a safety too. I just feel like those two are a little bit bigger needs right now, is the linebacker and corner. But I would definitely take a safety too. Pass rusher is a big need. We definitely do. And that's what I think a lot of people, I think that's getting lost in the shuffle. We're all upset about, the run game. We're all upset about Fletcher Cox not getting, tackles. But at the end of the day, you look at these defensive ends and they're not doing their job. Your job is when you get one-on-ones, you're supposed to win them. We talk about how much Fletcher Cox is getting double-teamed. If everybody else was eating around him, we wouldn't be that mad. We wouldn't be caring that he's not getting sacks, he's not getting, tackles or whatever. We wouldn't care because everybody else is eating off of him getting beat up. And that's what we need. We need everybody else to do their job. So, that's where we're at right now. That's where I'm at right now, at least, I should say. But either way, I am about to get out of here, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Like I said, this was a very, last minute stream. I'll probably be on to, not probably, I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all know I can't be gone too long. But yeah, other than that, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you guys want Jaylon Smith? Because I really don't want him right now. Do you think I'll make a trade before deadline? If we make a trade before the deadline, I'm hoping, I don't think we will, but I'm hoping it's going to be for a young guy. We don't need any vets right now. We don't need a guy that's going to, bolster this. We need future players. Gannon needs to stop playing scared. I agree with that. Hargrave has been really good for us too. That's a fact. And I think it's because, I don't want to say it's all because of Fletcher Cox. Obviously he has to win his battles, but he's been winning his one-on-ones. And, he's been getting one-on-ones because of Fletcher Cox. Sweat is the only one making noise at edge. And he's really not even making that much noise right now. What's going on, LB? What's going on, Lord Brunson? You see, I got your hat on, dog. Represent. Imagine taking the chance on Jaylon Smith and he excels. He's 26, I think. Look, I said it and I'll say it a million times. I'm cool with a low risk, high reward situation. If we're not paying him that much, bring him on down. You know what I mean? Bring him on down. But what's going on, Vic? Unfortunately, you came right at the end of this. But I am about to get out of here. I'll hop on tomorrow at some point. I am going to be doing some film room tomorrow. So leave in the comments, actually, once this video is over, leave in the comments who you want me to look at from last game. Because I'm going to do a film room. I'm going to do a couple different ones. But I want to know who you guys want me to focus in on from last game. But other than that, man, I am about to get out of here. I love all y'all. Thank you so much for coming through, showing that love. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. My guy Joey Shakes in the building. What is going on, brother? Well, we got all the goats up in here now. Y'all making me not want to leave, but too bad, too sad. I'm out of here, y'all. But either way, man, I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow. This was mad random. Appreciate y'all. I said that 15 times. Other than that, y'all know what it is. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace!